Today I'm going to make a pork tenderloin and I'm going to stuff it. But first I'm going to take off all the icky bits on the outside. Okay, so I've got most of the bits cut off that I didn't like on this. And this one's pretty big. It was almost 2 pounds. So what I'm going to do to make it a bit easier to handle, I'm just going to cut it in half to start out with and just work with the first half. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to cut down the middle and not all the way through and open it up. And then next I'm going to cut through this side piece that's kind of heavy or thick, and I'm just going to keep slicing, not all the way through, but just to open it up. And that's going to give us some area to stuff our stuffing. So I'm going to work at getting both of these done, and then I'll come back and show you what's next. Okay, so next I've got my meat pounder and I've got my pieces that I've cut open on there, and I'm just gonna flatten it out so it's more even, and some of those. Okay, so I've got it all pounded. I'm just gonna take the plastic wrap off, and the meat is a more even thickness and it's gonna cook more even. So what I'm gonna do next is I've made stuffing. And what I've done is I made a fresh loaf of bread yesterday, and we ate actually 2 days ago, and we ate most of it, but there's quite a bit left. So I've made a stuffing, and I put onions and lots of butter, some sage, some chopped up apples, garlic, and salt and pepper, and then also I used quite a bit of butter, and I wanted to be a little softer so it would clump together. So I put in a little bit of chicken stock just to give it a bit of moisture. So I'll go ahead and continue to stuff these, and then I'll tie them up and I'll sear the outside, and then we'll bake them. I'm gonna put a meat probe in it so that it's gonna cook to the proper temperature. I'll take it out probably, it's supposed to cook to 165, so I'll probably take it out at 160 and then cover it and let it rest. And that way it'll come up to temperature and it won't be overcooked or over dry. So I'll come back when I've got them all rolled up. Okay, so I've got some butcher's twine, and I'm just going to cut some lengths of it and do some tying. Okay, so here they are. They're all tied up best I can, and then I'm just gonna sear them in the frying pan to get a little color on the outside. Okay, so I've got them seared up, and they're gonna go into a 350-degree oven, and I'll put the meat probe in and make sure that I take them out at 160. I'll tent them and then let them rest, and when I'm ready to cut them, I'll be back. Okay, so it's done. Here's our stuffed pork tenderloin and some mashed potatoes and carrots. And it smells absolutely divine in here. You really gotta try it because it's really good.